Within minutes, the sky above Tel Aviv turned into a battlefield. Dozens, even hundreds of missiles were launched in a single massive wave, cutting through the night at deadly speed. Sirens wailed without pause. Civilians ran for cover, and above them, one of the most advanced defense systems in the world was pushed into action under extreme pressure. But the question now is, can Israel's defenses truly withstand an attack of this scale, or are they beginning to be overwhelmed? The conflict between Iran and Israel is nothing new. For more than a decade, tensions between the two have steadily escalated, playing out through shadow wars, sabotage, and cyber attacks. Iran, backed by its network of allies across the Middle East, has consistently pressured Israel on multiple fronts. Meanwhile, Israel has carried out covert operations aimed at disrupting Iran's military and nuclear programs. But in recent times, the escalation has intensified dramatically. Attack after attack unfolded, until it finally triggered a much larger response. A wave of missiles aimed directly at the heart of Israel.
What was that? What was that?
The attack began under the cover of darkness. From Iranian territory, missiles were launched in large numbers, forming a coordinated and simultaneous strike pattern. Within minutes, the primary targets became clear: Tel Aviv, the economic and technological hub; Haifa, a strategic port city; Israel's radar systems detected incoming threats. Emergency sirens were activated across multiple cities. Civilians rushed into underground shelters. The first interceptors were launched. The sky turned into an interception zone, missiles colliding midair, creating flashes of light visible for miles. But the volume was overwhelming. And this was no ordinary attack. This was a real test of Israel's defensive capacity. To counter threats like this, Israel relies on a layered defense system. The first layer, Iron Dome, designed to intercept short-range rockets with high precision. The second layer, David's Sling, built to handle more complex, medium-range threats. And the highest layer, the Arrow missile defense system, engineered to destroy ballistic missiles outside the atmosphere. In theory, this system is nearly impenetrable, but in practice, an attack of this scale creates what is known as a saturation attack. When too many missiles arrive at once, even advanced systems can be overwhelmed. Every interceptor has its limits, and under extreme conditions, even the most sophisticated defense systems in the world can begin to crack. On the ground, the impact became evident. Some missiles managed to penetrate the defenses. Explosions struck urban areas. Infrastructure was damaged. In Tel Aviv, life came to a sudden halt. Streets emptied. Airports were disrupted. Economic activity stalled.
God, it's still burning. We got... Close, go!
Civilians spent hours inside shelters, waiting for the threat to pass. Fear spread faster than fire, and beyond the statistics and defense systems, there is a human reality that cannot be ignored. The world reacted immediately. The United States declared full support for Israel, reaffirming its commitment to regional security. NATO raised its alert level amid concerns of wider escalation. Meanwhile, Russia and China called for restraint, while also criticizing the increasingly volatile dynamics of the conflict. Across the Middle East, the situation grew more complex. Allies and adversaries began taking positions, and a critical question emerged. Is this merely a limited strike or the beginning of a much larger regional conflict? This attack is not just about destruction, it is a strategic message. Iran has demonstrated its ability to launch large-scale coordinated strikes.
נפילות, אחי, נפילות של החיים בנבטים. נפילות בנבטים, אחי. נפילות קשות בנבטים, שומע? וואו, וואו, וואו.
But at the same time, Israel has shown that its defense systems can still intercept the majority of incoming threats. But for how long? If attacks like this continue, the cost, pressure, and risks will rise dramatically. What comes next could include escalation through proxy groups, or even the involvement of major global powers. History has shown conflicts in the Middle East rarely remain contained, and every escalation brings the world one step closer to a much larger crisis. This wave of missiles may be over, but its consequences are far from finished. Tensions are rising, the risks are expanding.
No!
And the world is now watching for the next move. The question is this just another chapter in a long-running conflict, or the beginning of a major war in the Middle East? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth military analysis.
וואו! 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 אבא! וואו! Allah, wüste!
Modo root siempre presente, dice. Ana, puro pedo.
עוד אחד התפוצץ, תרדו אחורה, זה חם מדי. כיבוי אש בדרך! כולם להתרחק מהכביש!
רוצים להיות אלמונים